Hey y'all, it is Shawnti Refuge, mental health coach, author of the best-selling book Quiet is Kept, and your healing through journaling plug. So I am talking about how do I heal when I can't talk to them? It's a part of my Parenting Myself First series that I'm doing this month. And today I'm going to be answering a hard question. So many of y'all have asked me in DMs or in my support group, and it's been some tearful moments. How do I heal when I can't talk to the person who hurt me? Or what if they're gone? Or I'm no contact? Or they just don't get it? So let's talk about how to move forward without the closure you thought you needed. So, according to a study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, over 67% of people say they've experienced an unresolved relationship that still impacts their emotional health. Whether it is a parent, a child, sibling, or someone you were once close to, not being able to talk through the pain can feel like an emotional prison. So we tell ourselves, if I could just explain it one more time, or if they apologize, I could move on, or if they understood what they did, I'd stop hurting. But that's not true. No one wants to hear this, what I'm about to say. Closure is not a conversation, it is a decision. You may never get the apology. You may never get the full truth. You may never get the changed behavior, but that doesn't mean you can't heal. So stop relying on that in order for you to move forward in your life. I remember I spent years trying to get my mother to see me, to understand the way I was hurting, to acknowledge the silence, the dismissal, the way she made me feel invisible. But every conversation turned into defensiveness, gaslighting, dismissal, and I started to feel crazy for even trying, like, why am I even bothering? And so I remember one day I wrote in my journal, what if the healing I'm chasing isn't on the other side of her apology, but on the other side of my release? And that was a moment for me that things started to shift. I stopped trying to make her my audience. I became my own witness. I wrote the letter I'd never send. I cried for the parts of me that would never be validated by her. And then I set myself free. So let me ask you, who are you still hoping will get it? What would what would it feel like if stop waiting and start healing for you? Because healing is always for you, never for them. And can you grieve the fantasy and start embracing your freedom? Sometimes the closure doesn't come from them. It comes from finally choosing you. So here's your journaling prompt for today. If I never get the apology, what do I need to hear in order to release this? Write the words you wish they would say, and then say them to yourself because you are not waiting anymore. You are healing. And if you've been stuck in a cycle of waiting, explaining, or over functioning in silence, we're going to shift this narrative. If you are a parent of an estranged child, I have a free ebook called Still Love You Always. And it's a guided journaling ebook for healing estranged and emotionally unavailable relationships. I have guided journals such as Pack Light, which have daily prompts to help you process grief, anger, and release. And then there is my Mothering in the Dark support group, where you don't need your pain to be understood by them in order to heal with us. And if the group is too much for you, then you can have me one on one for coaching, where we stop rehearsing pain and start rewriting your piece. So visit my website, shantirefuge.com, to get support that doesn't depend on them. You don't need a final conversation to finally be free. You don't need their understanding to validate your truth, and you don't need their healing to begin yours. Choose you today. Let them go in love or in silence and walk into your freedom anyway. I'll see you next time. Be sure to subscribe, drop a comment, and share this with someone who needs permission to move on without a goodbye.